Hello, 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 hello. What have we here? Old SkittleStream, is it? Well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. If that's what we've got, that's what we've got, innit? Sorry, the camera's in a bit of an awkward place, but that's because I wasn't planning on using this particular scene. The scene I want is actually this one, but it's the display capture was in front of everything else. Oh my god, I'm being terrible. Yeah, new setup. This is why every stream looks like the most unprofessional thing in the world, because I'm constantly messing around with everything, trying to get things. I'm trying to improve things, constantly trying to improve things, and just breaking them over and over and over again. Is basically what's happening. I keep changing everything, breaking them, fixing them, breaking them again, fixing them, breaking them again. It's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful life. So we're gonna play the council, because I started it one night when I was very, very sleepy, and it wasn't making much sense to me. So I want to try again, because it's supposed to be pretty good. And what I played of it, I enjoyed. But yeah, I need to start again. So I deleted my save game, and this is how we're gonna roll. So basically, I'm the son in a secret society. Mother is part of a secret society, and she goes missing, and I have to find her, I guess. So it's all the fun and games in the council. France. December 10th. 1792. Oh.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
Huh, that's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone.
Oi.
As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
Nothing.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
Something ridiculous about our secret society.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back.
It took naught from you.
Where have you hidden it?
Von
All
Borchert,
right.
you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
I stole your wig. I'm sorry.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into.
My middle name is Trouble. Don't worry about it.
Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational and open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert. Von Borchert.
Hmm?
Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Nah, I've got a slug in one. It's got to be done. Cool. Now I've got a nice scar. A heroic scar for the rest of the
For
game.
God's sake, Louis. I told you to let me do it.
Oh, shut up, mother.
Let me see.
You know, I was in control of the situation, Mother.
Yes.
Tell that to your nose. It's because of this kind of reaction that I prefer to work alone.
You ought to learn to trust me, Mother. You know, can't you be happy for once? We finally cracked the Von Borchardt case.
He was just a middleman. He would have been more useful alive. How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
I wasn't. I
You're
just
much more important than you can ever imagine.
wanted to hit him.
Right. Let's go now.
We wanted to knock his head off. Can't have Mummy defending me. I'm a grown man. It's not how it works, Mother. You never listen to me, Mother, do ya? It's not how it works. 1 month later.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up Von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Maybe he likes rock.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think about it.
Contrary to what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Lord Mortimer asked me to join him. We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Very nosy, aren't you?
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Are you all right?
Oh, he's got the shakes.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to
No,
do.
no, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
So we see in the future?
Louis, are you all right? What's going on?
It's my mother. She's gonna shoot
Here,
those
take this.
boobs off.
I'm sorry.
She's going to...
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Let's see. Wait a minute. I didn't mean to pick... What? I thought I was just... What are you... Oh, it's okay, I can go back. Jesus. I thought you were just explaining there were 3 classes and I didn't realize I had one selected. Right, okay, so we can be a diplomat. Diplomat shines in society. A talented speaker, he avoids false... I don't know what that is. False something. And he can convince those with whom he is talking without offending them. Politics is his field of predilection. Cultist is a master of deception. This sounds like me. I don't know. Detective sounds cool as well. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. Detective excels in investigation. He's trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. I don't know. It's a toss-up between these two, I reckon. Questioning, vigilance, psychology, agility, logic, manipulation, occultism, erudition, sciences, and subterfuge. The thing is, you can unlock all these anywhere. So I suppose it doesn't really matter which class you go with. I don't think. Okay, so if I unlock that one, it gives me a new skill, so I'm going to go with that. Unlock a new skill.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases. Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen before.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priest stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive in the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab in the menu.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Yep, you're getting your bosom shot off. Talents. You obtain talents. Talons? When carrying out certain actions, remember to review their unlock conditions and effects as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in the dedicated tab in the menu. Nice. Hang on. We got some stuff to have a look at first before we go up there. Got some royal
Honey,
jelly.
the remedy of the gods.
Royal jelly sounds fun. Stick it in me sandwich. And have a jam butty. A nice jam butty. What's that? Collect the coins.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. It
is a monstrosity. It say the least. What is this?
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir.
I wasn't talking to
You must be
you.
Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
I was actually going to go and check out the pier, but thank you for interrupting me.
I have an appointment with Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where my master is. But rest assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level and lower the cost is in effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials S.D.R. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing.
I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
So I can't bloody do anything because I ain't got the right skills for it. I could try manipulating him. Cost reduced by 3. You'll kindly give me the handkerchief. Yeah, let's do that.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, but sir, please.
And to top it all off, you refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
Yeah, you big dum-dum. I'll rip that mask off your face. Slap
It is
you
indeed your handkerchief, Mother.
Slap you upside the
I must
head.
have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
Well, actually, let's not go there yet. Because there's more stuff down here. I think. Or is it just a locked gate?
Locked. I'll never get it open bare-handed. There we are.
This'll do nicely. What have we got here?
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
How'd you
Just
know?
like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
How'd you know she's the one who's got the gun, though?
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder. And powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste. Apparently,
Goddamn
someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear mother, and quickly, too.
Is that it? Is there nothing else? Oh, hang on. What's that? Amber fragments. Each time you pick 4 of them, you will increase your maximum effort points by 1.
A fragment of amber.
Keep an eye on how many of them you've got by checking your inventory.
Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest.
Are you kidding me? Take the floorboard out.
Ah, shit! It's not coming up. I'll never manage it barehanded.
God, you're such a wimp.
I need something to lever it with.
Why are you such a goddamn wimp?
Somebody replaced it recently. It looks like it's fixed pretty solidly in place. It's going to be tough to rip it out of here.
And there's some very important clue that you need to get to, and you can't because you haven't got enough agility points, you idiot. You are useless, do you know that? Bloody useless is what you are. Right. Where the bloody hell am I going? Am I going the right way here? I don't know, am I? Is this where I came from? I don't even know anymore.
It's like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy. A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. A letter written in an Oriental language. I haven't the slightest idea what it says. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there. Samuel Ritter d'Auchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here. It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter. So.
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
What is your game here, Mother? What are these strange turns of phrase? Never heard you speak like that. What's going on here? That you write to me under a pen name, okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Well, it's something to do with politics.
I'm guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Just make sure there's nothing else in here.
Let's see what's hidden inside.
Because there was still a couple of letters that we didn't look at.
Let's look.
Probably nothing else to find, but it's worth having a look. There's only that one left.
This envelope is meant for the Vatican. Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
We've done this. Choice already made.
Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person.
Oh, we got a map. What is that? One of the several volumes of this master of alchemy, who dedicated his erudition and open mind to a better understanding of the world, he gave his name to the zinc symbol. Oh, hang on. Stand back, stand back, stand back. Right, I think we've checked all that out. I think there's a... hang on, there is something else
lantern.
here.
Nothing special.
Nothing special about a lantern. Lanterns are great. What are you talking about? They give light, heat. They look good. Lanterns are the best, man.
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus ergatur. You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Discovered what? Immunity conviction to be discovered. Right, Sarah de Richet, this is my mother. To be discovered. Sarah de Richet is a rich French aristocrat. 34 years ago, Sarah took over one of the most important secret societies, the Golden Order. A woman of strong will, Sarah endeavored to infiltrate the highest circles of society, politics, trade transactions, secrets of state, or paranormal spheres. The Order had an eye over everything. One of the biggest areas of growth that Sarah brought to the Order was the development of its branches in America, Europe, and Central Africa. Not to mention the expansion of her occult section, which she took care of personally. Since he was just a boy, Sarah has been preparing her son, Louis, to become the new face of the Golden Order. Hang on a minute. Emily is an English duchess, close to the English crown, very discreet about her origins. Emily only came onto the political scene after her wedding, that some qualified as a marriage of interest, to an old English aristocrat on the decline. Libertarian, modern, but discreet, she has taken it upon herself to establish close ties with her peers. In a few years she has become the favourite diplomat of the Queen, which is what probably prompted her Prime Minister. William Pitt to take her as private secretary, thus provoking much suspicion and jealousy. As a regular visitor, Emily accepted Sir Gregory Holmes' invitation to come to Lord Mortimer's Island, because for nothing in the world would she miss one of these famed receptions. Hang on. Sure, there was one more. Piaghi. Giuseppe Piaghi. His Eminence the Cardinal Giuseppe Piaghi is a legate of Pope Pius VI. A distinguished speaker, Giuseppe Piaghi worked throughout his career to serve the principles of the Roman Catholic Church. A man of science and amateur philosophy. I thought I was going to say photography then. Amateur photography. He quickly caught the ear of the Pope, who discreetly named him Cardinal in pector. Does that mean he's got nice boobs? He's got nice pecs. He was thus able to use his relationship of trust to help Pius VI in his difficult mission of guiding the faithful. Invited by Sir Gregory Holmes, Piaghi is delighted to meet his old friend Mortimer in order to represent the interests of the Holy See, spelled S-E-E. And servants. All Mortimer's servants wear a mask. It is a recurring subject of conversation amongst the guests. Nobody knows the true raison. Probably because they're all fucking butt ugly, I would think. Surely. Because they all look like a dog's ass.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Well, I'd imagine he paid a bunch of bloody builders, didn't he? Dipshit, how do you think he did it? Lego? Oh, this chair. I can't wait for my chair to come tomorrow. Get a new chair tomorrow. It's a bit fucking loud, this, isn't it? Turn it down a bit. Yeah, it gets a bit loud. Ow.
Impressive.
Ah,
Thank
my
you.
son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance.
Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Be it Mother or myself, our motto has always been discretion in all things, and to promise to never betray a word of honor. Was your secret safe with Mother? It will be even more so with me.
You have convinced me. The mystery with which your mother manages her business proves that she carries your motto close to her heart. Your words seem sincere, my son.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Manipulation. Can't I pretend? Rather than spend points, I'll just say you can count on me.
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother would read it?
For the last step of confrontation, you must not drop your controller on the floor. You must convince the person that you are talking to by giving a positive answer. The step will repeat itself until you either give a right one or you have no blunders left. Validate and hold. Diversion locked. I don't believe in God. Okay, no worries.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there.
Good.
I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur Deriche. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Of course we will. Of course we will. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. What is this?
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men. Open to Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab in the menu. Push the touchpad button to access your menu pages. Oh, is that these ones? Parallel Lives, a series of biographies of illustrious men, providing much information on their lives and the origin of their greatness. And that's the magic, alchemy.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet. And you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
Oh, nothing special. His Eminence had an envelope to give to my mother, initially.
Because your mother was supposed to join us.
That's right. She arrived a few weeks ago.
Several weeks at Lord Mortimer's? She must be a special guest.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Maybe I should just come right out with it. They can maybe help find her. I don't know.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
I don't know if I can trust
Two
you.
members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though. I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Good Lord! Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the Order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer.
He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apology.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat. Very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer. So don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon. For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision. My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was, too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh? Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming, if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you. You seem to know my mother well. Is that true?
Who does not know of her, sir? She has such a wide circle that everyone knows your mother from a distance or closer.
Everyone knows Sarah, my son.
But you only know her by her reputation.
I remember she once worked for the Crown of England and that she always honors her engagements. However, we have never been personally introduced, sadly.
Well, if I'm to believe my vision, you're not going to get along with her.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember, young man. Perhaps you were mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. What with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Who could have held a grudge against my mother?
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea, no. She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why?
Well, not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry, no. He really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
No!
Elizabeth!
Who the hell is this? Who's this muppet?
I should have have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Used to this kind of thing.
Miss, can you hear me?
Do you always
Leave me.
hang out with overly dramatic people? I can have a quick diagnostic. I'll notice something strange. Strange is always fun.
It's just a dizzy spell. Don't worry. You'll be all right. Her heart rate is already becoming more stable.
Wow. How can you know that? You have.
Had her hands
How could you
tattooed.
possibly know
I've
that?
seen
We're
these
looking at
pinnacles
her.
Before in all
I
the
can
cult
see.
books from the end of the 12th century.
I can see her pulse.
I don't know what that young woman's trying to protect herself from, but she definitely takes it seriously.
I'm so sorry.
Can you tell me
Overreacted?
something about her?
You overreacted. Who is she?
Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
Oh
That's right.
God, she's got the crabs.
This here can do wonders.
I
Are
knew
you all
it.
right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me. I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
I segni della bestia.
Sorry, Your Eminence.
What?
I don't speak Italian.
Forget it. It doesn't matter.
What?
Gentlemen, it's getting late.
Excuse
It's time
me.
for everyone to go to bed.
You can't do that.
It's been a long day.
What a prick. You saw it, didn't you? This is really exciting. What? What? Nah, nothing. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Forget it. Just forget it. Don't worry about it.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Ah,
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
the money to
I
buy
see our
them.
young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is.
That was me.
I think I
I was bored.
recognize a theme, but the style intrigues me.
I was bored.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. The artist is none other than Lord Mortimer. I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Hey, she's a bit young for you,
On that note,
Washi.
it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
I think I know what Mr. Washington's after. Who is that young lady? I perceived her, but nobody. I don't know why he's suddenly from Devon. I'm Mr. George Washington.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Oh yeah, away from everybody else.
Well,
Is that it?
my friends, I am bone tired. I am
Bone
off to my
tired.
bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right.
So,
where is my room?
So I'm not allowed to bunk down where everybody else is, then, eh?
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Can't steal no silverware.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Duke Godoy. Creaky hallway. Well, if he's bloody rich and everything, you'd think he'd be able to afford some WD-40 for his bloody floorboards, wouldn't you? Creaking like bloody crazy. Cheapskate. Oh, what's this?
Huh, that's me.
That's me. Well, I ain't going to bed yet. I'm gonna have a little Snoopy Snoop.
Monseigneur, His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi.
Piaggi. I don't want to go in Pigeon's room. You'd probably tell me more juicy Italian gossip and then say, no, it doesn't matter. Forget it. Bastard. You absolute bastard. That's just not right, that is.
President George Washington.
Why can't I go and see old Washy? I bet if I were that young lass having a bit of a dizzy spell, I bet his door would be open then, wouldn't it? Aye. Bet it would. What the heck? What is that? It's supposed to be moonlight? Dancing, are you ready? Dancing in the moonlight, everybody's feeling warm and bright. Beautiful. Right, I think I've gotten everything there is to get. I think I've done a complete lap, haven't I? Well, I'll know when I get to my room, won't I? I don't really know. I'm kind of getting a bit lost now. But I'm pretty sure it all loops back around. Looking at the shape of the thing. Oh, hang on. Ooh. I thought there was something down there. It's just a little speck of light. Can we go down here? Nope. Won't let us go downstairs. Nothing there.
A Chinese coin. Recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Oh, there was a reason for that. What was the reason for the holes in the coin? It was so that they could put them on strings and count like 100. I think they used to put 100 on a string, and then they could just hand over strings of 100. Sure, that's what I heard about. I watched that on an episode of Extra History. If you want something good to watch on YouTube, there you go. You want to watch Extra History, can't go up there either. Well, I haven't been all the way around here yet then. And it talked about where money came from, the history of money. Quite interesting, actually. It was quite interesting. Golden elixir cures all of your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5. What negative alterations?
A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
I haven't had my trousers altered. They're exactly the way they came from out of the store. Is this the same balcony I was just on? Or is that a different one? I don't I didn't bloody know. Oh, hang on.
Sir Jacques Perru?
Where's the woman's room who's always flirting with me? She might let me in.
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
She might let me in. She's been flirting with me all day.
This is Cersei.
Another collector's cut. Why are people leaving money around everywhere? Like a bunch of lunatics. Just flinging money everywhere. They have like money showers and shit, or what? Why are there coins everywhere? People want to be a bit more careful. Drop my bloody coins like it's nobody's business.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Ah, you won't even let me in there. She wants me to. Trust me, she's been flirting all day long. Yeah, I've been misreading the signs. That's not my door. Oh, hang on. Was there something there? I'm seeing things. Which one's mine then? This one? Here we go. What
Right.
the hell was that on the picture?
So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do? Okay, let's see what it contains. Too bad for Biaggi. So, it really is a list of French countrymen. Biaggi wasn't lying. But now it's opened. I better get it to Mother soon. Wow! Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
It's alright. It's alright. I could do with a pinball machine. Carmelite water gives you the focused state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5.
Carmelite water.
I need to get better pockets. I can't carry more 5 than the other thing as well, whatever it was. Oh yeah, they've definitely done a Life is Strange here, haven't they? Good though, I like it. They haven't done as good a job as they do on Life is Strange though. These camera angles aren't as good. And you've got all that UI getting in the way as well. Whereas in Life is Strange, that UI would have faded away by now. So I can see what you're doing. You're trying to copy off the best. But you didn't quite nail that, did you? Kind of missed the whole point of that. Yeah, you did. In fact, yeah, you really did miss the whole point of that. Like the same 3 shots, and they're not very good ones either. Is this somebody else's room? Can I get into somebody else's room, or is that my room still? I don't know. I can't go in that one. But I can go in this one. Night then. I never said to go to bed though, did I? Bloody hell. Presumptuous little pillock. Sweet dreams. Success. I went up to the manor. I found clues about my mother on the docks. I convinced Piaggi to trust me with his letter. I met Mr. Washington. I chose to join Sir Holmes in the small salon. I observed Sir Holmes with a little microscope. I failed to find all the clues about my mother on the docks. I did not pick up the book on the quay. I didn't know there was a... I looked all over. What are you talking about? Alternate paths. I could have remained in the Grand Hall to speak to Mr. Washington. Yeah, but I feel like I've made the right choice. So shut the fuck up. I'm also gonna put my top on. I need a little bit chilly. Oh. Where am I? There we are. Whew. How's my battery doing? Let me control the battery's great. See, this is why I like consoles. You won't see this controller battery running out anytime soon. And it's got a light on it. And the light's set to dim, which is why it lasts a little bit longer. But yeah, admittedly, they don't last as long as the PS3 controllers that didn't have the light on. And there isn't really much use for that light unless you're using PlayStation VR or a bloody PlayStation camera. So I do wish you could turn that off. But no, they won't allow it. Still, when I compare it to those bloody Xbox One controllers, these are miles better. I wasn't happy with them when they first came out because the batteries didn't last anywhere near as long. Right, what shall we do? We've got 4 points, so it only takes 2 points to unlock conviction. I can convince people with the sheer force of my will. That sounds good. What else could I do? That's only 2 points as well. Science. Be up to date with scientific knowledge. Oh my god, no. I'd be like Jamster. However, if I do 2 points on this and 2 points on this, there you go. I've unlocked conviction level 1 and agility level 1. And there was something that I wasn't able to do. Oh, tear up the floorboard. Because I didn't have enough agility, so it might come in useful. So that's what I'm going to go with. How's my talents? Allocation of points. Ah, it's just those still. Okay. Equipping manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. The encyclopedia, you get 1 skill point in science, 1 skill point in linguistics, and 1 skill point in erudition, but cannot be equipped because I need more pages. This one plus 1 point in occultism, or this one plus 1 point in conviction. I don't know. Let's do that one. Bad dreams, mate. Oh, he's having another one of his visions, is he? He's having another one of his bloody visions.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry. Our games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Well, that was an interesting vision.
I'm coming.
Alright. So let me just have a little mooch first.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Thanks, man, but where the hell are you?
Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Thanks, sweetie. Devil's Thorn grants you the exalted state. You temporarily see immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5. Can't carry more than 5 of anything.
Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Alright, I suppose we better answer this door.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
I know, but I don't want to miss anything. I've got to get all this stuff. What if I can't do it after I answer the door?
There's a note. Effects of Sœur de Richer, to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Item added to inventory. Amber fragments. Chamomile water.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Yes.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
When the time limit is over, I'm sorry. When the time limit is over, an answer is automatically selected. Check the dialogue timer. Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter on this one.
No. What's her name again?
Elizabeth Adams. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
What?
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens. I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
You are full of it.
I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in.
George.
I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room.
You're getting
and
old.
Perhaps get my hands on some important information.
You're losing your memory.
I hope so.
You're losing
Elizabeth
your
is in
mind.
the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not these ghost stories.
I think I need to follow the visions. I'm going to trust in my visions.
Sir, I don't feel well. I'm going to have to decline.
I see. Well, I hope you won't be needing my help one day.
Jesus!
I'll search my room later.
Jesus, that was a bit. Ooh, I hope you won't be needing my help one day. And fuck off if you want my help. Well, thanks, mate. Mr. President. Some president you are. Right, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Spy on the men from your vision.
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Guess I'm going the wrong way then. Guess it's this way. Well, I don't know. You didn't give me a bloody map, did you? Or waypoint. How am I supposed to bloody know?
I recognize this part of the corridor. I'm close.
There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to. Which is what, that one?
Locked.
Well, I can pick the lock, but maybe it did say think about a different way, so maybe I should see what's down here first.
Good evening, sir. I'm sorry, but an important meeting is underway. My instructions are to let no one pass.
I see. So that's where it's happening, in that room. I've just got to find a way in there.
Well, I could probably get in through the other room, to be fair. Through the balcony. I could get in through this room. Let's try this one. This one isn't even
I don't
locked.
recognize anything in here. This must not be the room for my vision. A pattern with 4 circles.
We can still pick locks, though. It's always time for picking locks.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the scaffold, But I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène.
Hélène. Cool.
The Massacre of the Innocents, but by Van Harlem. I think that Mortimer likes to play mind games with his guests.
What on earth makes you think this? You're a very
letter
suspicious man.
addressed to the French Revolutionary Court. He wants to show them his loyalty, and for that, he includes a list of guillotinable people. Women? Children? Precautionary beheadings? This man would kill them all. This man's ruthless.
So he wants to chop everybody's head off, eh? Right, what if we go this way?
This window's blocked.
Force the door open. Go on then. Jesus. Try and keep
Let's find
it
the other
down.
room.
Try and keep it down, mate. Fucking hell. If we get arrested or killed...
Sir, I understand your eagerness, but the pressure on my family complicates the task.
Relax, my friend. Your relatives will soon be safe.
So what I saw in my vision really did happen. Well, I hope I haven't missed anything important.
I thank you so much.
Don't mention it. Now that's settled, let us speak about your support.
Yes. You mentioned earlier some assistance from the Golden Order?
Absolutely. I have concluded an agreement with their leader, Lady Sarah Faustine de Richet.
Another case that Mother didn't tell me about.
The funds from the order will finance the building of a foundry in Tuscany. You will soon be able to count on 100 or more cannons for your future campaigns.
I was not expecting so much help from you. When can I meet this de Richet?
Well, unfortunately, something has cropped up. De Richet has disappeared.
Disappeared? What, here?
Yes, but the staff are redoubling efforts to find her, I assure you.
So the agreement, is it on or off?
It is on. Her right-hand man has just arrived here to help us find her. And it is none other than her son, Louis Maurice de Richet. I wager he will ensure his mother's commitments are met.
Louis. Not an easy name to live with in these times.
Of course. But from now on, you will deal with him.
This man, it can only be Mortimer.
Very well. I will seek him out.
Ma'am.
Oops. What opportunity, Phil? I don't get it. What did I fail?
Well, I better get away from here.
What did I fail to do? I don't understand. What did I fail to do? I'm just failing at life right now. I'm such a failure. Fill the conditions detailed in the talents menu to unlock permanent bonuses. Maybe I need to look at that talents menu. Maybe.
Louis?
Emily? I can explain.
Perhaps, but remains...
Someone threw you off balance. The cost of effort points increases when using your skills. I can use a golden elixir to cure myself.
Phil.
But first, you could perhaps remove the blade from my throat?
You have 10 seconds to explain your presence here.
Emily, we both know you're not going to kill anyone this evening.
Be careful. I might have to cut you off.
Wait. Let's talk about this misunderstanding.
What are you doing in my room?
I thought a night's stroll would help me sleep better. A servant must have closed the window behind me
And my window was the only way for you to get back inside. Most convincing. What were you really doing on the balcony?
I can't do any of these. Worry about her, maybe?
Seeing the window open, I feared someone had entered your room. With what I'd heard next door, I'd every reason to believe that your life was in danger.
I am a grown woman, but how kind of you to worry about me. Now that I'm safe and sound, tell me more. Has this anything to do with the Order? Oh, yes. Washington informed me you were part of the Order.
You too? You're part of this too?
Yes. Now answer. Do these events concern me? Do they involve the Golden Order?
It's a secret society for a reason, goddammit. I'm gonna keep quiet.
Your silence bores me, Louis.
In that case, I will say no more.
Share the
I overheard a
information?
conversation between a French soldier and some other individual.
And what were they talking about?
It seems Mother is involved, something about a military campaign. Apparently my mother validated an order of cannons to help this man.
Really? Since when does the Order finance wars?
As far as I know, since never.
Did they give any details? A date? What they were for?
Nothing at all. Did you know anything about this?
No, but I won't forget. Thank you. All right, Louis, I might have overreacted a bit. Please do excuse me, but next time, please try knocking on my door. I'd be delighted to open it for you.
Oh, well, I'll remember in that case. Good night, Emily.
Good night, Louis.
Yeah, I think this is definitely a little bit like Life is Strange meets Telltale, but Telltale really need to evolve. They've been flogging that dead horse for quite some time now. This is kind of refreshing by comparison, I would say. Go back to bed. Really? Nothing else we can do? I mean, yeah, I really liked Life is Strange. This is like a sort of more mature, photorealistic, more serious attempt at Life is Strange, maybe. Although, to be fair, Life is Strange wasn't exactly... It tried to deal with some serious issues.
Decorum guide.
There we go. I knew I could find things if I just investigated a little bit.
That's not the right way.
What do you mean that's not the right way? There is no right way. Not when you're snooping. There's no right or wrong way to snoop. You just snoop. Just do it.
So Jacques Perru.
I'm still going to check out and go as far as I can. But yeah, it's nice to see other people sort of help push this genre forward rather than just literally repackage the same game with a different bloody IP over and over again like Telltale.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
We're fucked. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you another time. What am I going to do? He's going to kill me. He's going to know we read the letter. won't let me do it. I need diversion. I got any skills I can quickly spend? No. Diversion. I need 2 skill points. I can't do it. We do anything with the letter? Opened. It just says opened. What does that say? Oh, 5 coins. They ain't gonna help me. Maybe I can bribe him to look the other way. Bribe him. Well.
Here it is.
You opened it.
Don't worry about that, Your Eminence.
You gave me your word before God.
I can assure you that my mother and I share everything.
That's enough. Your word is worthless. I give your mother this letter myself.
Well, he thinks we're an asshole now. I'm sorry. Well, you know, shit happens.
Huh, that's me.
It is you. Well done. Is there anything else I'm missing?
Louis, you're straying from your objective.
The objective to go to bed. That's an objective, is it? Fine, I'll go to bloody bed then. I wanted to snoop some more. I want to be Snoop Skittly Skittle. Like a rapper.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
I don't think he will. I don't think he exists. I think he's an imaginary friend. He's everybody's imaginary friend. Pass through Peru's room. Been spying on the men in my vision. Convinced Lady Hillsborough of my innocence. Failed Piaggi realised I had opened the letter. Now he thinks we're an arsehole. Could have helped Mr. Washington with his projects. Could have prevented a violent confrontation. Could have found out something about my mother's past. Well, can't do everything all at once. Sorry. But I got 4 points to spend. So only 1 point to have some psychology behind me. Well, that would probably be a good investment. And then I got 3 points. Now with 3 points I could unlock a level of science or a level of diversion. I think diversion's a good one. And then I've got 1 in the bank. But I can't keep 1 in the bank apparently. No, I can't keep 1 in the bank. I've got to put 1 somewhere. So I don't know. Vigilance, questioning. Questioning would be a good one, wouldn't it? Etiquette, politics, linguistics, subterfuge, discreetly steal items, pick locks, notice falsifications, occultism, erudition, logic. I'm going to put it in the questioning. That's where I'm putting it.
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I'd better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Conviction, occultism, etiquette. conviction again.
Nothing. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
I'll check outside in a moment. I'll check everything inside first.
Golden elixir.
Golden elixir. What does that do again?
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly. Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage. Oh, this bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
Bastards!
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville.
Chop their hands off.
One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Bastards.
And I don't believe in coincidences. It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the Order. Barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
Not far from solving the puzzle. I only just discovered the bloody puzzle.
Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out.
I mean, I really admire your optimism. I do admire your optimism, but bloody hell, Louis. Nearly solved the puzzle when you only just discovered the damn thing. I don't quite go that far.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
I suppose now that we've discovered the puzzle, as he says, there might be some new
writing material.
Some new clickable things. Why can't we inspect anything? Vigilance locked. God damn it. Display.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet.
Or maybe we should check outside, maybe? And start right at the far end. As it goes back in, I think. Does it?
A priest's robe, crosses. Must be Piaggi's room.
Oh, don't go and... Better get away from there. You'll have your bloody head off. Is this still my room, do we think? Yeah, I think that's where... Is that where I came out?
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She must have used the writing materials. What if she used lemon juice instead? An old trick used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used a lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message? The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Yeah, I thought you might have been able to,
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Assess the value of the candlestick.
If a message is written in lemon juice, the flame will reveal it.
Will it? Will it though? Really? I'm not convinced. What else have we got?
Nothing.
We've got nothing? Are you kidding me?
I haven't
What about
even
in your
had time to
case?
unpack my cases.
You don't have anything in your case. What about the ink?
I don't see how it's technically possible for one type of ink to reveal another. It doesn't make sense.
Neither does bloody heat from a candle. Why would heat reveal lemon juice? Doesn't make any sense. That's what he reckons. Just feel like I'm missing something.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio represented St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch. Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Burnish the page with a candlestick.
Aha! It's working! The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote.
That doesn't work.
Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I'd better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
A drachma. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
You and me both.
Look. Markings on the floor. Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
Just make sure I'm not missing anything. I don't think so. No, I don't think I'm missing anything.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Well, you won't go in that one, will you? You won't go in that one. So what are you on about?
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
You won't go in that one. Nobody wants to be my friend. Nobody. Why are they all so mean? Why they gotta be so mean? Why you wanna treat me so bad? Don't you know I love you? How could you do this to me? Don't you know I can? I can't go in any of the bloody
Might be
rooms.
better take a different stairway.
Oi! You bastard.
That must be the door to the room of the soldier I saw in my vision.
Let's go and pick his lock then. That's how that works, isn't it? Pretty much. It's pretty much the way it goes.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
That's the way it came in, I think.
It's a beautiful weapon. A lovely damask blade. It's marked with the initials of the manufacturer in Versailles. My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Letizia Bonaparte. A bicorn decorated with a cockade. It must belong to a French soldier.
Is that it then? Nothing else I can do in here. So we came all the way in here and you made a big song and dance about it just to read a letter from his mother.
Amber crystals.
Just to read a letter from his mum. Hang on, what's this over here?
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed, I would like to ask you to join us in January on my island to participate in the High Society meeting organized for the occasion. We shall be able to continue our discussion about our project for a new order for France. I have a proposition to make to you concerning your wish to put a strong leader at the head of France. I trust you to be discreet as to your coming. See you soon. Lord William Mortimer.
Old Billy Mortimer. Good old Billy Mortimer. So many coins lying around. I think he's just basically a pickpocket, isn't he? A glorified pickpocket. I mean, if you're finding coins in Napoleon's room, they're probably Napoleon's coins. So, you're just a little tea leaf, aren't you, really? Just a glorified thief. Not a detective. Or a, what do they call it? Secret Society member. Hang on. Did I just go past something? Oh yeah, just that nameplate. So is that the guests? Because she said guests, plural. Is that the only guests room that we need? Probably.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Hello. You're Elizabeth Adams, aren't you?
Yes, I regret that we haven't been properly introduced.
You had us all worried last night. How are you feeling today?
Better. I was just a bit queasy. Don't worry about it. It happens all the time. Do you really want to know what made me ill? Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
None of your business.
Excuse me, but speaking frankly, why would you care?
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No, I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
To find out the truth.
I want to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not
I already told you
everyone
that.
wants to use you.
Yeah, I already told you that.
Some people care about you, don't they?
Let's go, sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me.
Yes!
I would have put an end to it all by now if it
I was
wasn't for
right.
her. Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
My God, isn't that a
You
comedy?
see, before I was born,
How I
my
Met Your
mother
Mother?
often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
That looks like a rather large map. Why can't I investigate that? It looks interesting.
What can I do for you, sir? I am at your service day and night, sir.
I was wondering if you could help me out?
As I was unable to bring my personal effects with me, I was wondering if you could find me a few items.
Of course, sir. What would you require?
Fuck ton of money. A manuscript.
What's that book you're hiding in your jacket?
The Sorrows of Young Werther by Goethe, sir. And I am not hiding it.
Hand it to me, please.
It is damaged, sir. I would never dare lend sir a book in such a pitiful state, sir. I took it to restore.
Hang on, but it's mine.
Beg pardon, sir?
It's my book. I'm telling you, it's my book.
With all due respect, sir, I hope sir will understand that I have doubts. You see, I found it in Lord Mortimer's library.
Huh. There you are, then. That's exactly where I left it.
I am quite put out, sir. I don't know what to say.
In that case, I suggest you say nothing and hand it over.
But I...
Now!
But, sir, I... Very well, sir. Here you are. May sir take good care of it. It is damaged.
And you've damaged it as well? Well, bravo. Bravo.
No, I didn't do anything. It wasn't me, sir.
Say pardon.
Pardon me, sir.
Very good. There were some other things I wanted to go over with you.
He's a bit of a twat, isn't he, really? Actually, I don't really care about anything else. I just managed to get a book. That's pretty cool. Right, so what did we get there? I reckon a lot of people probably missed that. Which one did I get? Was it that one? One skill point in psychology. Johann Wolfgang. Yeah, because I had that one before. I don't know whether I had that one before or not. Interesting. I don't know which one was Lord Mortimer's. I'm not sure which one was Lord Mortimer's. Right, okay. So that's pretty cool. I could do with some skill points back. Let's eat those. Can't go up there.
Lord Mortimer certainly has a taste for staging rooms.
Yes, rather. Is that the big map? That's the big old map. Can't go in there. Can't go up there. So where the bloody hell are we supposed to go now then? Maybe I did need to say something to him. Did I need to speak to him? Some more? Oh, I'm supposed to go in here. Probably. Here we go.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Who does not know about that?
Surprising when you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
You don't say.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Southern, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
So she's got a soft spot for orphans.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Oh dear.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur...
Louis Moras de Richet.
De Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
The presence of a particle does not necessarily mean a person belongs to the nobility, nor does it prevent the observance of the rules of etiquette, Monsieur von Volner.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
I don't know, you were a bit mean to me, Mr. Washington. I'll let Emily reply.
Maybe Emily has an idea.
Mortimer firmly believes in the young soldier. He's going to finance a military campaign with the backing of the Golden Order. It seems that Sarah gave it her blessing too.
I didn't know that.
Me neither.
I'll give Sarah a piece of my mind. I don't know what mess she's gotten herself into, but for God's sake, she should have told us.
You knew everything. You could have answered for me.
That's true, but you have such a clever way with words.
Oh, I'm a sneaky old beat, I am.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Why, Napoleon, what on earth do you mean? With common interest
Lord
do we
Mortimer
speak
and
of?
the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis.
I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured.
Yeah.
I have one last question I would like to pose to you.
You were trying to get
We
it,
don't know
rip me
each
off.
other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Paint it pink. Why can't I?
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is eminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Found my mother's message hidden in the book. Got access to the whole message. Managed to persuade Elizabeth Adams to talk to me about her mother. Met the guests during dinner. Proved to Napoleon to be my mother's worthy successor. Searched Napoleon's room. Didn't fail at anything! Could have searched Elizabeth Adams' room. I don't even know where her room was, though. I don't even know where it was. I'm thinking, I don't know, I'm thinking for immersion purposes to... Maybe just turn all notifications off. It just kind of ruins the immersion, I think, for a stream, you know? I don't know. I think notifications are better off. Okay, 1 point. 1 point will give me questioning. Oh, I've got 7 points. Wow, I got 7 points. Okay, conviction. 3 points will get me. I've got 2 points. 2 points for vigilance. Let's do that. 3 points, and then I got 2 points remaining, which I could probably start off with a science. Don't know. Maybe linguistics would be a good one to do. I'm gonna do linguistics.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. I've got to find the place where all eyes size you up.
Right. Is there one that will give me linguistics? Because then that will give me the next skill. Got conviction at the moment. I could do politics, psychology, manipulation, cultism, or etiquette. Let's do psychology. Psychology. Okay, let's just check the area, make sure we're not missing anything. Can't go that way. That's just a painting.
Has caused some debate. Who did Dosi paint? Alcina the fairy or Circe the magician? Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe. Circe preparing wine. What better trap for Ulysses? Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Is that my next objective? Find the place mentioned by your mother.
The conversion of Ulysses
Possibly.
by Gorse. Circe changing Ulysses' companions into swines.
Okay, so before I go in there, let me just see if I'm missing anything else.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Well, go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
See, shouldn't he be a bit less friendly and cheerful, given that we opened his letter? Like, he'd still be a bit salty, I think, in real life. Where all? Yeah, let's ask him that.
If I said to you, "Where all eyes size you up," would it mean anything to you?
I don't know if it's the place you're looking for, Louis, but it makes me think of the portrait gallery.
There's a gallery here? Can you tell me where to find it, please?
Of course. Just go through the door at the end. It will lead into the library. Continue all the way through, and you'll end up in the gallery. You'll see it, Louis. When you get there, you'll know.
Thank you very much, Your Eminence. On that last word, then, I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Dining on ham. Well, that's very appetizing.
Cool.
Amber crystals.
I got one extra one of those point things. So is this the room I'm supposed to go in, or is it the other one? Let's try this one first. Who's left all this shit all over the floor? Unbelievable. What's that?
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
Yo, Sleeps.
Where all eyes size you up. Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
You're very excited about a library. I used to hate libraries. I mean, I'm not really a fan now. Either. But I guess when I was a kid in school, a library was like, you know, a place that meant work. Now it's just a place that, like, I don't know. I never go, and there's not much use for. Oh, here's another one of those little, I like books. Good. I'm glad you like books. So do you like ebooks? Do you like, or are you one of those people who thinks that, like, paper, you know, like paper books are better? I've only ever read Stephen King books, and I bought an ebook reader, and I don't think I've ever really used it. I think I prefer real books though. I like the idea of ebook readers, but they just don't. I don't know. They're just not the same as real books. Yeah, turning the pages of a real book. There's just something about
Golden
that.
elixir. I'll keep it for later.
It's like a lot of people are going back to vinyl when it comes to music because of that whole physical, you know, connection and stuff. It's interesting. I mean, the digital age is great and all. I love that I can just press a button.
The song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
I mean, take this game for instance. This is different. I mean, for a game... Okay, if I could get this game on a cartridge or on a cassette tape, which is what they used to be on once upon a time, would I enjoy it any more than it being over the internet downloaded? Nah, it wouldn't. It would be exactly the same. But it's, I don't know, it's different for like movies. Maybe not movies, definitely music. Like music from vinyl, and books. It's the same with artwork. I mean, look at these. If you had an oil painting hanging in your house, or you had a giant screen that changed images digitally, they're two completely different things, even though they can both show you the same images, you know? And you could argue that the digital one can change it. It's not the same as an oil painting. It's weird, isn't it? Where the frick am I supposed to go right now? So I sit down there and nothing happens. Oh my god, I'm so blind. Look at this. There's a whole room that I missed. What is that? I can't move, I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Oh, no, I'm fine. Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand. The Origin of Myths, a reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa.
It's Jamster's dad's birthday. Say happy birthday from me. Oh well. You probably hear my mobile phone. Send a text message now. I'm back. I didn't know you went anywhere. Welcome back. Read the page in French. Oh yeah, I'm French, aren't I? I'm supposed to be French.
Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons.
Herpes?
Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
So the shield is diverting attention away from the Medusa. I don't know what some of these options mean. That boy was made by a feminist.
Whenever the shield is not turned toward the sword,
probably,
machinery freezes up. The statue must have been in this position most of the time, betrayed by the marks of time. So that makes it easy. The shield must face the sword.
The shield must face the sword. What? Right, okay, so the Medusa's distracted by the shield.
In Greek mythology, anyone who looked into the eyes of the Medusa turned to stone. So the monster's statue must be turned towards someone who could protect their eyes.
Oh,
it
the
could
book.
only be the hero holding the shield.
I thought you meant the writers of the game, and the writers of the character. Shield. Gotta be. She's looking at the shield, because the shield's reflecting the light.
The statue is darker on the right-hand side. It must be often placed towards the fire, which would explain the difference in color. In that case, it would be facing the Medusa. Perfect for the coup de grace.
Now, so he's facing Medusa. Medusa's facing Shield. Shield is facing Medusa. And what's this guy? Hang on a sec. I need a royal jelly. What is this guy? The lantern?
Now, Louis, it's time to keep a logical mind, as every good scientist should. The aim is to defeat the Medusa. So what can the lantern be for? To light up the Medusa? Hardly likely.
Light for the shield.
The lantern will be easy prey. And
Obviously.
the shield will be of no use. To light up the sword? No, that makes no sense. So that leaves the shield. I wonder if the aim is to play with the light.
Finally!
If I turn the shield right, the light would be reflected.
Yeah.
The ray of light will perturb the Medusa and focus her attention on the best protected hero.
Absolutely, and I like the fact that you used the word perturb. So, towards the shield.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
We'll turn him towards the light then. So he can reflect it.
It looks right, but nothing's happening. Maybe, in this position, the hero with the shield is just dazzling his colleague.
What? Wait a minute. Yeah, the shield's got to be at Medusa. Right. The light is supposed to distract Medusa. He's the one with the light. He shines it at the shield. The shield bounces off Medusa. So she's looking at the shield.
If I respect the legend, I have to place the hero holding the shield in front of the Medusa. Except for here, it doesn't work. There must be something else.
And then the sword's got to be going for Medusa. Which he already is. I don't get it. Turn him towards the lantern, maybe? Pointing the shield to the sword, a 90-degree reflection. Let's try that. Shield. Oh, hang on. Well, I've just turned the sword towards the shield, did I? Well, let's do towards the shield. That's what Sleeps thinks. Well, I just turned it towards the shield and nothing happened. And I got the light. The only thing I could think of was that the light, maybe rotating the statue towards the sword, because the sword is in between the light and Medusa. Maybe that's how it works. And then if that's the case, then we need to rotate the sword back towards Medusa. Yay! I did it! I'm gonna die. The whole room's gonna burst into flames.
Rah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
First my room, now here. Stop following me, you're becoming a nuisance.
Wait a minute. Are you... You're not implying that I'm here to court you, are you?
Oh, Louis, I'm just stating the obvious. You wouldn't be the first, rest assured.
Yeah, this is embarrassing. The worst thing is it seems to be working.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
Dodge the question with humor.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here, make yourself useful. Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh yeah, in your dreams. At your service, madam.
Okay.
A golden fleece.
It's freezing. Hurry up.
We'll put some clothes on then, you little slag. It's not the golden fleece. Let's start a conversation though anyway.
Do you think that can really be Jason's golden fleece?
No, you are aware that Jason and the Argonauts is a myth, aren't you?
But Mortimer's been protecting this hide. It must be of great value, don't you think?
Certainly of historical value. This kind of hide is still used by gold diggers in Eastern Europe. Now you see how easy it is to obtain a legend.
Why do you have to act so nonchalant every time I show you something?
Louis, anyone can kill a sheep, rip off its hide, and say it's the Golden Fleece.
We're at Lord Mortimer's, not at some farmyard fair. You're just too skeptical.
And you have a tendency to believe anything. Talk about an unlikely pair.
Yet, you know opposites attract, don't you?
Oh God, I can't wait for my chair to come tomorrow. Oh, I had a new chair coming tomorrow. This one hurts my butt. It hurts everything. It hurts my butt. It hurts my back. I think it was designed by a medieval torturer of sorts. I think it was used in medieval tortures.
An unofficial gospel? You'd be more likely to find this kind of book at the Vatican.
Nothing special. The library at Buckingham has 3.
I bet you've read them cover to cover.
Naturally.
Really? I'm curious. Tell me, what part stood out the most to you?
The passage where Mary says to Joseph, "Hey, you, shut up."
In other words, you haven't even opened one.
We called her out for a bullshit. Ooh, I got more coins. Why do people keep leaving coins lying around everywhere? Unbelievable.
Guess what I found?
The Holy
Going
Grail.
anywhere.
Older than that.
A piece of Noah's Ark.
Not that old.
This could go on for hours. Just tell me.
Caesar's laurel wreath. I can just see Mortimer dressed in a toga, wearing a laurel wreath, strutting around his manor all day long.
You have a curious idea of Mortimer.
Why? He's eccentric, like all the English are, isn't he?
Well, if Peru stands for French grace, then if I were you, I wouldn't be making that sort of remark.
You should see this sword, Emily. It's magnificent.
I'm busy. Describe it to me.
Let's go with Genghis Khan.
I think it's a sort of Genghis Khan.
Brush up on your classics. Asian weapons are definitely not this shape.
All the swords forged in Asia don't necessarily have a curved blade.
Are you blind? It's a thrusting saber, a pure product of the West.
When you don't get the last word, your repartee goes all aggressive.
When you finished playing, maybe you can help me search the place?
I'm looking.
Amber crystals.
That's what I'm doing.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds are over 600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
They're fakes.
These documents must be fakes. No man can own that many original works, no matter how rich he is.
Be careful. The Order has tried many times to estimate his personal wealth without ever succeeding.
And look here. Castles in Scotland, vineyards in Italy, districts in Venice. He's richer than some European countries.
These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not
do you mean by
thieves.
that?
We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something.
Well, I was, but you're being grumpy and bossy.
What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. I can't trust a man who sneaks into my room in the middle of the night.
Are you really gonna use that against me every time we meet?
It's difficult to pretend nothing happened. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar.
Stop all the clever evasions
shit.
and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you
would be
to trust
alright.
me a little.
If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese. But I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses. And there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself. I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me. But I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler, so...
I don't
your
know.
partner
Can I
is...
cheat? I don't know. I don't know. It's a woman. And it's her mother or sister? Mother? I don't know. I'm gonna go with mother or sister. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo.
Your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister?
Yes!
Virtually no one.
Oh my god, yes!
When it
Yes!
comes to getting results, you are very good.
Oh,
I give you that.
yes!
You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes. You can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Home and bring back the details, so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a
down the
sailor
road
passed
from
me a
here?
message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
My god.
It's time to
She's
leave.
scary. She's being a scary Mary. But don't worry, we'll keep her secrets safe. I know she's married and everything, but I think she's into me. I really do. She keeps flirting with me. I'm doing really good in this game. I'm like getting very good at guessing and stuff. I couldn't even use a cheat on that one either, and I guessed it right.
What do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
Damn. I knew it. I knew it, man. We'll get some.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily won't wait for me. What should I do?
Duh. What do you think, idiot? It's already too late for her. Sorry, Emily. Wait a minute. That one's Elizabeth. Emily's, yeah, the one in the room. Jesus, I must pick the wrong one because I got confused. Yeah, sorry Elizabeth. It's already too late for you. Look at you. You're a mess. And you're a bit cray-cray. I'm pretty sure I can get
Excuse me,
jiggy with
Elizabeth,
it.
but some very urgent business has cropped up. We can speak tomorrow.
Yes,
No,
urgent
Louis,
business.
don't leave me alone. They've come back.
I don't care.
Good night, madam.
Good night. We'll talk in the morning. It'll be fine. Lucky door. We did the right thing.
Well, Louis.
Sure we did the
you
right
took
thing.
your sweet time. What did our poor Elizabeth want?
Nothing important.
The truth is, I really don't have the slightest idea. But I thought all of that could wait until tomorrow.
That young girl seems very...
Emily? Have I misunderstood something here? What are you doing in my room?
And for a while now, the question has been nagging at me.
And that explains why I now find you here, in my bed. Go ahead. Ask me the question that's been burning at your lips.
I know your mother was here to meet someone, but I can't figure out who.
Oh. So that's what's been hiding behind all this.
We are both members of the Order, Louis. Let's try to be honest with each other. I have followed with great interest your affair in Paris, in connection with Mr. von Borchardt. You managed to steal something from him, if I'm not mistaken.
It doesn't really matter which one.
Exactly. And what about you, my friend? What were you and your dear sister looking for here?
Well, our mission was to find out more about that particular book.
And why that one?
Let's just say that the Queen is desperately seeking a way of relieving the King from his difficulties with dementia.
Well, how about that?
This is quite fascinating. But just what did Sarah expect to accomplish here?
Logic locked. I'm using all my items here. Bugger it. Vulnerability, I knew it.
If only I knew myself. My mother always takes a sly pleasure in telling me as little as possible.
Oh, poor little Louis. Your mother hides things from you. That's not very nice.
No, it's not nice at all. And you? What were you supposed to do once the book was found?
Give it to our sponsor, of course. Sir Gregory has more than one card up his sleeve.
So you mean Home is playing both sides? I'd say the Queen is going to be disappointed.
What can we do? Sometimes things work out like that. Right. Enough chatting. Come and join me instead.
Why do I feel like there's a catch? See, in real life, I don't do this because there is a catch. But it's fine, it's a video game. So I might as well let my video game characters get some.
I have to go, Louis. I don't want anyone finding me here in the morning.
You're right. Well, have a good night.
Good night. See you tomorrow, rested and ready.
Sure thing.
She's married! You filthy animal. I'm probably gonna get the shit kicked out of me by like a husband or something later in like a future episode. Probably. Yeah, rip my dick off. Shove it up my ass. Skittle, no, bad Skittle. I know.
Monsieur de Richet. At last we meet.
I've resolved the enigma of the Medusa. I discovered Lord Mortimer's room where he hides his treasure. I found out that Emily was hiding something. I got more than that. I persuaded Emily to tell me her secret. I preferred to join Emily in my room. I spent the night with Emily. I didn't fail anything, but I could have found out more about the past of Elizabeth and my mother. Four available points. Let's see. What to spend them on? I think questioning would be good to have. And then we'll do linguistics, so we level up 2 skills. That is what we will do. Wow. He doesn't have his scar on his nose in the little loading scene. But right at the very beginning of the game, I had a choice to make, and I chose a choice that ended up giving me a scar right across my nose. So now I'm scarred for the rest of the game. But I think he looks pretty cool with his menacing scar. Hey, I got to spend the night with Emily. I don't know what the catch is going to be though. Got a bad feeling. Yeah, that was good. I enjoyed that. So I think there's going to be 5 episodes in total. We still don't know what happened to our mother. She seems to be missing an arm, if we are to believe our visions. Also, Emily's going to get shot by our mother. So it's a good job we made the most of that while we still can. So I wonder when the next episode comes out. That's the only thing about these episodic games, is being patient enough for the next one. It just says coming soon. Being patient enough for the next one. So there you have it.